Hello, and thank you for coming to my channel today. You may have received an error by Microsoft Outlook saying that your mailbox has reached its file size limit. Now, one way you can remedy this is to contact your IT department and say that you want a bigger mailbox size on the mail server. Until they get that fixed for you, I will show you a fast way or a quick way to remedy this for a short term. Now, I will be using Windows 10 operating system. Windows 7 is very similar in the process. However, the options underneath the file menu will be different. Alright, let's get to archiving. Archiving, what it does, it pulls data, all your data here off the mail server and stores it onto the computer on your hard drive. One way to do this is to go to File, Archive. Now, I already got several archives here, but let's say this is your email, and let's say you want to archive everything. Well, you can just click on this, or if you just want to archive your calendar, you can just by clicking that. Otherwise, if you click this, it just backups everything. Now here you want to back up everything before a certain date. So let's say February the 29th, 2016. You'll back up everything on that day and before to your computer, which will free up the space off your mail server. This by default is unchecked, but I always like to check it to make sure I get everything. Here, this will be defaulted to your app data folder on your computer. However, you can always click that little browse button and then save it anywhere you want. Here I already created a folder called Outlook PST on my documents folder. And I already got a couple of backups. So I'm just going to name it here. You can name your PST. Oh, by the way, yeah, these are going to be your PST files. Your personal files backup. And you can name it anything you want. Let's say named ABC. Hit OK. Hit OK. And by default, it automatically names it auto archive folders by default. Like you see here, I already created one before. This one is the same folder name, but let's say you want to change one. So you can make it Bobby, ABC Project, or Backup, so to speak. So go click File, click Data Management. Now here here I named it right here. Make sure underneath file name you find the one that you named. Here I named ABC PST in the Outlook folder. Just double click on it, highlight that, and I will name it the same name as the PSD folder. Hit apply, hit OK. Now it changed the name over here to named ABC. Now, let's say you want to add a PST file to your Outlook because you changed computers, for example. Now, you want to save your PST files that you have in your documents folder or wherever you saved it in here. So you can all like that copy or cut whatnot to an external device or your cloud, or your network drive that your company gives you. Now, when you reference your PST file, make sure they're not on your network drive or the cloud. Make sure they're on your computer itself. You can copy it to the cloud just as a backup, but make sure you have the original file on your computer and Outlook referencing that. Otherwise, you have issues like your data might get corrupted, basically. So let's go over here. I'm just going to subtract Bobby. I'm going to close out Bobby. Close out this. close this. And let's say I want to add body. So you go to File, Data File Management, Account Settings pops up, make sure you're underneath the data files, click Add. Yes, I want to add a PST file from Outlook, and no, it's not a 97 or 2002 Outlook. Click OK, go to wherever you saved it. I saved mine in this folder, and there is, Bobby is gone. Ah, I know where Bobby's at, never mind. Bobby is stored in a different file. I'll show you the default file here in a sec. I'll just say ABC backup March, whatnot. Yes, I want to leave it as ABC backup, apply, and there it is. ABC backup is now there. Just as simple as that. Now, Bobby is actually stored on where this app data folder is, so it's a different location. You could double click on this, highlight this, right click, just copy it basically. Go to your just click it anywhere in the white. I use Control V to paste. Make sure you delete this, because otherwise it'll act like it's trying to open it, the PST file. That way you go into the folder called Outlook. And here, that's where Bobby is. I just left the name as archive, because when you auto archive, here's what happens. And by the way, auto archive is a second way of archiving. You go to Tools, Mailbox Cleanup. You can empty your permanently deleted items. That will help free up space, yes, depending on how much you delete. But here's the auto archive option. You hit auto archive, the system automatically archives whatever you're trying to archive, automatically puts it here called archive folders. Well, you go back to the folder, because it automatically stores it in your app data. Your app data folder is automatically hidden, so you don't really see app data here. But you can always, let me move this over, go to View. This is Windows 10, so it's different. Windows 7 is different than this. Windows 7, you just right click, View Properties or something like that. But here you go to View Options, View Options, Folder Search, go to the View tab, Show Hidden Folders, Apply, hit OK, and there's your app data. Go to app data, and I think it was on local. Let's see, Microsoft, Outlook, and there's your archive folder. Now I like to unhide it, so let me go back here and reset the settings to don't show hidden folders. Okay, boom. Now it's back to hidden. And there's your archive folder. Then again, if you want to rename this, you just basically go to File, Data Management. There's archive folders, that's in the, you should see Documents, Outlook, so that's not going to be it. You look for the ones that app data. Basically, you just double click on anything you want, the one that you want to rename, name it, blah, blah, blah. Hit OK, hit enter, and there you go. Now, if you have any other questions, you can leave it underneath the video in the comments, and I will be more than happy to read them and respond. Thanks for coming, and hopefully you have a great day.